Hello everyone, welcome to K-Pop Queen for your non-daily reactions to all things K-pop. Okay, I've got a drama shop talk for y'all. I got a couple of them lined up. I've got my notes written and I'm ready to chat. I'm slowly like getting back into dramas. I love a drama. Like I honestly never fell off, but unfortunately I have an obsessive personality and I don't know when to say no. So if I start a drama, I have to finish it, and that's like days gone from my life. And that's unacceptable. I have to go to work. I gotta sleep. I gotta do things. So I will like watch one, obsess over it, and then like take breaks in between. So anyway, I'm getting better at like turning the TV off. So I got a couple of things to talk about with y'all. So right now, I'm going to talk about my Christmas drama, okay? Every Christmas or every time I go home, we always watch a drama together. Shout out to my cousin Alucci for always having a drama ready for us. And this time we watched Perfect Marriage Revenge. Now, this one, I think it was on Netflix, but I watched it too late, so it was no longer on Netflix. Don't quote me on that, but I think it was, and it had been on my list. I had been dying to watch this. It is 12 episodes, so if you need a quick little something, MLK weekend is next weekend, okay? Also my birthday. So if you need something to do over the weekend, over the day, go ahead and get started with Perfect Marriage Revenge. You're gonna love it. It is 12 episodes, okay? And each episode is like an hour-ish long, something like that. So you will get through it very quickly. I personally love a 12 episode, 10 episode drama. It's the no BS for me. And trust me, you know that these writers, they get a little anxious towards the middle end and they're like, oh, I don't know if we hit everything. Oh, we need viewership. We need something. So they start just writing nonsense, just rubbish. And it gets crazy. None of that over here. As I said, this is 12 episodes long and it's originally a webtoon. So you can go and read that webtoon too before you want to watch the drama if you want to. I literally was Googling this just to get like a little synopsis, so I could write my notes. And the webtoon was like the second link. So you can go ahead and read it if you want to. Or just watch the drama, whatever. So our leads for this are Jung Yoo-min and Sung Hoon. Okay, so Jung Yoo-min plays our female lead, Hanee-ju, and Sung Hoon plays our male lead, So-do-guk. I really, truly enjoyed this drama, not just because it was 12 episodes and it was like written so there's no BS, but also because I thought they had good chemistry. I liked watching them. I loved seeing the story unfold. I think the story was done like very well, Hanee-ju is, oh man, she's a troubled, and honestly abused girl. Let's just get it out of the way. Oh, also, spoiler alert, we'll be spoiling quite a few things in here. If you have not watched this drama, I'm not kidding. This one, do not watch. It'll ruin the whole plot. You really need to go and watch it first, to read it first before we, talk about it. Okay, we got that. All right, so anyway. Hanee-ju, she is like an abused girl. She was adopted as a child, brought into this wealthy family, and they just treated her like shit. The father, although not necessarily carrying out the abuse, ignored the way stepmama was stepping on her stepdaughter. My God. It was this woman's mission to abuse a child. I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, real talk, she has some serious issues. Like, she was doing a lot. Okay. And then her stepsister as well, just was like, I mean, she's kind of young, like, at first I'm sure she didn't really know what was happening, but after a while she starts to play into like the abuse and just being awful towards her, right? So, Hee-ju is working her whole life to be liked. She kind of feels like, I'm an orphan, I don't have any family, I just got adopted to this family when I was a child. She must have been like maybe 9, like a proper child, and she gets adopted, right? She's like, I want to be liked, I want everyone to like me. So she kind of has this like, she has a really big inferiority complex, she's not receiving love for everyone. People step all over her, they immediately see how nice she is and they're like, ooh, a rug, let me get to stepping, it's awful, right? Despite all of this, again, she's really nice to everyone. She is like the sweetest girl in the beginning of the drama. So everyone keeps stepping on her to the point that like they kill her. I'm not even kidding. Literally, basically her stepmom set her up for fraud. And she runs from the police. Hanee-ju runs from the police. She gets into a car accident. She makes it to the hospital. Her stepmom unplugs her from life support and literally says to her, in your next life, don't be so nice. As she is shedding tears, dying, mind you, she has a wish. She's speaking to someone, God, Buddha, an eternal something, right? She's like, if I get one more chance, please bring me back so I can rain hellfire on this bitch. You know, she didn't say it like that, but she's like, just give me one more chance to relive this life and to not be treated like this, to get revenge on everyone. That is with her dying breath and the tears streaming down her face. Okay, the EKG is reading flat. It's reading flat lines. She has died, right? We wake up. Oh, where am I? What time is it? What's going on? We wake up to a year later. Honeydew wakes up at her house in bed, kind of like, didn't I just die? A year, not later, sorry, a year before. So she gets to redo 1 year from when she had died to basically fuck everything up. And ladies and gentlemen, she does just that. She does just that. Okay. You're probably wondering, like, where does Sung-hoon come into the story? Don't worry, he's important. He's the male lead. He's the love in this, you know, new twisted fate story, okay? So they, like, come together and plot and basically take revenge on both of their families. So that's, like, a basic synopsis. I don't want to give too much away because I do want you to watch it, but, like, that's, like, the basic synopsis. That, like, this girl's family, Honeydew, kills her. She comes back from the dead a year before to get revenge. And Sung-hoon's character, So Do-guk, helps her get that revenge and, like, and then she helps him get revenge, a little bit of revenge, but revenge on certain family members and, like, coming back into place as the Chaebol's son, the Chaebol's second son, right? So you know there's some antics, you know there's a lot of drama. If you're really into that and you want something, like, fast-paced and fun and dramatic, you're gonna love this. This is a really good, like, rom-com, Chaebol love drama sort of story. Okay? I really enjoyed how fast the story is told. There is no nonsense. It's very neat writing, probably because it's a webtoon. So you really can't, like, add things since people have already read it. It must be very popular to get turned into, you know, this type of media. So, like, it's very, very neat. Like, you don't have to worry about nonsense. I mean, it's a drama, so obviously there will be nonsense. And it's literally about a girl coming back from the dead and, like, getting revenge on her family, you know, all that sort of stuff. So, like, of course there's some antics and stuff, but it's very, very, very good. Super worthwhile. Insane plot twist. And not just for our leads. Oh, no. Everybody's getting twisted. Everybody's getting fated. Everybody's getting revenge. You know, like, it is a really insane. I'm not even kidding. There were some moments I had to pause and do laps around the house. It's like midnight in Maryland. Me and my other cousin are running around the coffee table because we just got this plot twist. Our minds are blown at how some of these characters are going through it. Well, not even some. Every character gets what they deserve. That's what I'm gonna say. Karma comes and gets some of these girlies. She comes and nips them, okay? Gets them right up from the way that they treated Honeydew. Okay. My mouth was open the whole time. I really could not believe that somebody wrote this. Like, I really, like, you have to be kind of twisted to think like this. I mean, I loved it. I ate it up, but my God, is everything okay at home? Are you all right? It's crazy, okay? Oh my gosh. What else? I also think that, you know, it's called Perfect Marriage Revenge. So I do think that the revenge was done right. There's none like little sprinkle. No. She comes in with that knife up, just taking out everybody that's in her way. Everybody's catching her wrath. Everyone is getting a new taste of Honeydew, okay? Listen, one really big major plot point is that her boyfriend, who I'm just going to call the loser because he really is a big old loser, like loser with a twist. Like, he is a mega loser. I couldn't stand it. Every time I saw his face, let me just say this. The actor who played him ate it up because I couldn't stand seeing his fucking ass. Okay. Every time I saw him on the screen, I said, oh, brother, get this loser off my screen. I don't want to see him. He's ruining the story. He gets his comeuppance. A major plot point is that Honeydew, she's in love with this boy. They get married. Whole time, the loser is in love with her stepsister, Yura, who is like, just like Chucky. She is just so vile and annoying. It literally radiates out of her, just being annoying and vile. I'm not even kidding. The minute she steps onto the screen, I'm like, oh, ugh, right? Anyway, he's in love with that girl, but married the sister to be closer to her stepsister. Isn't that some twisted shit? Like, you married me to be closer to my sister? I'll kill you. Like, I'll go to jail for murder right now. And I'll confess to it too. Go ahead and lock me up after I commit this. That's my big one. Okay, your murder's my big one. I'm taking you out. Okay? He gets his comeuppance real nicely at the end. It's so juicy. It's so juicy. I'm gonna talk about that later, but it's so, so, so good. So does her stepsister, Hanyura. Okay, she gets it good. Her mama gets it good. Oof. Everyone who needs to have the revenge taken upon has the revenge taken upon them. And in the best way possible, too. You think that sometimes, oh, are they gonna get away with it? Never. Never, never, never. Honeydew steps on my neck the whole time. So that's what I have to say. This revenge done very, very, very well. My absolute favorite moment, something I will never, ever, ever forget, is that it was revealed that Honeydew, the family that she was adopted into, the father is actually her biological father. I'm not even kidding. I started to scream. I was like, what do you mean this is her actual father? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, whole time girl thinks she is an orphan. Not only is she not an orphan, she gets adopted into her bio dad's like new family. Her mother is also alive. I mean, granted, the man was never married to her mother. And he too came from money, so they were kind of like, get rid of this lady and the child, so it wasn't really working for them, right? But like he didn't try to kill them. No, he didn't. That was the stepmom. The stepmom, in all of her insecurity and rage, tried to kill Honeydew and her mother. That's a whole nother, you don't even want to get into that, but that's crazy, right? But yeah, when it was revealed that when it was revealed that her adopted father was actually her bio father, oh, writer, you ate with that one. You ate with that one. Another really good moment. This is all about like abuse that this girl has been through her entire life. It doesn't stop, okay? There's this moment that she talks about that's also really important to the plot, where she was like, I was poisoned as a child and I got really sick and we had to fire someone over it. Like, it was just a really awful moment, which when you hear it, you're like, whoa, right? I cannot tell you how good it was to see the actors act. When she told each actor, like a different person in Sodoguk's family, about how it's hard for her to eat other people's food because she got poisoned as a child, every time she told that story, the shock and disbelief on everyone's face. I know, I'm sorry. I love an actor. I love the way that every person ate that up because they looked genuinely concerned. They were like, what? What do you mean poisoned? What? Like genuine shock. And it really does, it pulls to the emotion. It pulls to who you are as the character. It's like, no matter what you're going through, no matter your disdain for the situation, that they're getting married so quickly. Everything's happening so fast, like the relationship, no matter that, Sodoguk was connected to this, and this, like, no matter what, they all were, like, shocked and immediately empathized and decided, you know what? I actually need to shift my view on this. It's not the worst thing that you got married so quickly. It's not even the worst thing that, like, we barely know each other. It's actually way worse that somebody tried to kill you as a child. The perspective shifts in this drama. I don't know. You hear one thing, you're like, oh, okay. You hear another thing, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to think something different. I really loved it. Another moment that I really loved, obviously, our first kiss. They're talking about like their relationship, like going forward, what they're going to do, why they want to get married, all of this. Honeydew approaches Sodoguk like without any pretense. She's like, my sister wants you, so I'm taking you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm listening. You are technically married. I mean, you're getting a divorce because, your man wants your sister, so you're taking the man that your sister wants. Stunning. Stunning, right? So she approaches him with no pretenses. They have a long discussion, and they're like, okay, let's get married. Let's do it. I'm down. As long as you can, like, help me and my family, I'm going to help you and your family. That's what Sodoguk is like. He's very nice from the get-go. Very, very nice. And we'll get to that, right? And so he opens his arms wide in the park and he's like, okay, let's do it. And I think he's looking just like for a hug as like an affirmation or something, like, okay, let's go. And instead of giving the hug, she does go in for the kiss. Yes, she does. And it is it's so good. I'm literally thinking about it. I'm like, oh yes, I love this. And she's like a little bit flustered. She like pulls her and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what we were going for. Sorry, I thought you wanted to kiss, so that's what I thought we were doing. And he's like, okay, yeah, we can kiss. Guys, there's romance in this. This is actually a very romantic drama. I know we're talking about like murder and like dying and, you know, being killed and like all that sort of stuff and abuse, but like there's romance in this. Trust me. Like this is very romantic. Okay, I'm going to reveal one more moment. I do have a couple more in here, but I'm going to reveal one more. Another moment that I really, really loved, and this one's also a big spoiler, big plot, is when it's revealed that Sodoguk knew the whole time that she had like died, gone back in time, was like plotting against her family, all this sort of stuff. Like he knew the whole time that like they had gone back in time. Let me tell you something. She has like a little thing, like a timestamp on her wrist showing essentially how much time she has. She has a year to get her revenge, because that's what she asked her. She said, if I get to go back, let me get my revenge. She has a year until we get back to when she has the car accident, right? So it's stamped on her wrist, you know? And that's kind of the thing. She's always reminded, she's always like, oh, I got a year. I can't do too much. I can't get close to you, all that sort of stuff. When she also sees that similar date on his wrist, you could feel the room spinning, the tension. Cut it with a butter knife, okay? It was crazy. I couldn't believe it myself that he knew, because the whole time that I'm watching this, I'm thinking that Honeydew is the only one that knew. And so I'm thinking from her perspective of like, I have all of this, you know, current knowledge. I know how things are going to go a year from now. I have all of this, you know, nobody else knows. So when I found out the whole time that he knows too, I'm kind of like, whoa. First of all, why did you hide that? Second of all, you don't really need her to like get this revenge on your family. Like, you know everything that's going to happen. So like, why did you agree to this? Like, what's going on, right? He agreed to do this because he likes her. Literally, that's the thing that gets me. I'm like, you don't really need anything from her. You actually just want to be around her. You're just doing this because you like her. It's kind of like in The Glory. Now, granted, I did not watch The Glory. I can't handle the bullying. It enrages me. I can't do bullying and I can't do law shows. If they incite something in me. But I have seen the clips, and kind of got the story that like that man, the doctor, was gonna kill for Miss Mamas. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was literally like, who do you want me to kill? Like, he was on that level of dedication. And Sung-hoon was, I mean, not quite there. I don't think he would have killed. But, you know, I'll get someone. I'll put them in jail for you. I'll plot and fraud and everything, you know? So, like, I need that level of dedication. And this is why I watch Sung-hoon dramas. At the end of the day, I love Sung-hoon. I'm a huge fan of his. Okay, I watched him on I Live Alone. I love I Live Alone. I love the variety shows. Okay, anyway. I watched him on that show, and so anytime I see him in a drama, I'm like, time to get seated. Time to get ready to watch something good. And he absolutely ate in this. Now, granted, I have never seen a Jung Yoo-min drama. I don't think I have, but I'm really impressed by her. So I'm definitely going to be tuning into her work as well, because I feel like she really, like, the way her character changes in this is very, very interesting. I just talked to you about all the shit that she went through, right? How everyone in her life was plotting against her. And how at the beginning, she was like a very sweet, docile woman. And how by the time we get to the end, she is like a much harder, much stronger, like, she's still very nice. She's still very caring, but like that skin has really thickened, you know? She really is not about it anymore. She senses any little bit of shit and she's knocking your teeth out. I like the strength in her. I loved seeing her strength really just build up, and I loved seeing her be way more confident. Anyway, guys, I really hope you watch this drama. I do think it is worth it. Again, it's 12 episodes. Like, you can do that in a day if you dedicate yourself. Okay. But yeah, guys, have you seen this? What did you guys think? Did you read the webtoon? Is it very similar? Okay, comment below, tweet at me, and I'll be back with another reaction. Bye, guys.